Hey Libra, come on in. It's time to do your energy forecast for the week of January the 21st through to the 27th. Hi there, everyone. My name is Lee Shanks, aka Intuitive Lee, and all you beautiful souls are coming in for your energy forecast for the week ahead. And again, I'm currently working on the sign of Libra. So welcome, everyone. Let's get started. So for your first card, I am pulling from the Wild Offerings Oracle by Tasha Silver. This first card I pull is your overarching thread of energy for your week ahead. And then I'll switch over to the Energy Oracle. I'll pull 3 more cards and we'll break your week down just a little bit. Again, this first card is all about the overarching thread of energy running through the entire week ahead. And we have for you ambition. Now, when I pull cards that are coming up multiple times in readings, I'm going to tell you that if you watch your sun, moon, and rising, and you're seeing these cards being repeated, it's the universe trying to get your attention, okay? Putting it up on a billboard, a little bit yelling at you. This is ambition. May I offer all of my deepest longings to love itself and invite in a divine plan beyond the mind's imagining. Please use me for the highest good. When you sort of set that mantra up for yourself of, how may I be of the greatest and highest good today? How may I be of service today? And you allow the universe to lead you into that. Oh, magic can happen, people. Let that be your ambition, is to be there for the greatest and highest good of all. And when you sort of set that intention and allow your mind to release what that looks like, the expectations of what that looks like, or how you're meant to be here, you will have people and circumstances coming into your life, guiding you forward to a much more maybe magical way of looking at the world or being in the world than what you're experiencing at this time. But let's first break that week down and see what's coming in for you. All right, so we have the 5th chakra from Archangel Gabriel, and your 5th chakra is your throat chakra. All right, so this is about communicating. This is standing in your truth. And I'm very much drawn to the fact that he's holding this trumpet here. And I feel like this is you needing to trumpet who you are and own who you are in a really positive energy way, in the sense of, I'm not perfect, but I'm perfectly imperfect. I accept myself, warts and all, the way I am, knowing that on a day-to-day basis, all I'm trying to do is be just a little bit better than I was yesterday, right? This is how I turned my life around. It has started every day saying, today, I'm going to be a little bit better than I was yesterday. And that covered a whole gamut of things. That covered my health. Today, I'm going to be a little bit better than I was yesterday. It covered my patience. Today, I'm going to be a little bit better than I was yesterday. It helped me to learn to sit with who I was and accept who I was and accept how I was currently expressing myself in this lifetime and moving forward in a more co-creative way of choosing how I came through and expressed myself in this lifetime. And certainly a lot of that is with me opening up and speaking my truth. Not everybody can accept my truth. That's a them problem, not a me problem. People who knew me 10, 15 years ago do not recognize the person that I am now. And some of them extracted themselves from my life, and others were pulled more deeper into my life. And that's part of the process, right? If I can stand in my truth and express who I am, and for some reason that triggers you to the point where you can't accept me, I love it when trash takes themselves to the curb, right? I don't have to worry about it. It just happens. And I can still stand strong in my truth. Your denial of my light is not going to dim my light. And I feel, as I'm talking to you now, just you need to express who you are and be okay with who you are despite others not seeing you the same way. It's okay. It's not a you problem. It's a them problem. All right. Toward the middle of the week, storm warning. Yeah. And I feel like this storm is more internal than external. I feel like this is coming from a place of inner conflict about standing in your truth and being who you are and sort of giving it over to the universe to help you sort out how you're meant to be there for the greatest and highest good of self and all, right? So allow the inner and acknowledge and allow for that inner conflict is something you're going to have to contemplate, because you get to stand deeper in your truth when you understand what your truth is. And the inner conflict is just your old belief system battling with your new belief system about who you are, about how you're showing up in the world, how you want to show up in the world. You're allowed to change. You're allowed to become a better version of yourself, right? Nobody should be able to hold you back to who you used to be if that's not who you are any longer or who you want to be any longer. You're allowed to progress. You're allowed to move forward. You're allowed to establish boundaries in the process. And the only people that are truly going to have a problem with that are the ones whose, use of you is affected by those boundaries, right? So let the trash take itself out. Allow yourself to stand in your truth, full acceptance of who you are. And that inner conflict will sort of dissipate, right? When you just commit and recommit to standing in your truth with no regard for others' expectations of you. Yeah, that's a great way to move forward, not just for the greatest and highest good of all, but certainly for yourself. All right, and how are we wrapping up this week? And now we're down to the first chakra, your root chakra. This is your safety and security. See what happens when you learn to trust yourself and where you're at? You learn to truly believe in yourself. And it's a different kind. When you see yourself through the lens and eyes of others and their expectations and how you're supposed to be, you're never really going to feel safe and secure because you're living your life based on the expectations of others, right? But when you can release yourself, when you can cut yourself clear of those expectations and allow yourself to just be you, however you see fit to be you, there's a safety and security in there that is unshakable. It is what I call unfuckwithable. And it's a beautiful place to be because it is so freeing to not have to live under the heavy weight of somebody else's expectations. I don't care if this is familial or societal or self-expectations. When you can release yourself of all of that, it is freedom for you. And then you get to step into this better version of you. All right. Please leave me a note in the chat below. Let me know, Libras, how this reading has resonated with you this week. I also love to hear where in the world you are from. I personally am on Vancouver Island in British Columbia, Canada, my favorite place in the whole wide world. Not that I've traveled the whole wide world, but what I've seen so far, definitely my favorite place. So let me know where your favorite place is. Where are you at, or where do you wish you were? Let's make it happen. Let's co-create a beautiful future together, shall we, Libra? In the meantime, if you want to know more about me, you can check me out at leeshanks.com. Hit the notification button because this week, I'm pretty sure I will be going on that tour of the finished studio. I've already got my paints picked out, my paint colors, my paints here. I'm waiting for a little bit more trim to go up. Things happened this past week out of my control, but I'm okay with that. It'll roll out the way it's meant to roll out, and I have complete faith in that. But join me on that journey of trust and faith as we move into the new studio space long after I expected to be in there. And that's okay. All right. Blessed be everyone. This is Intuitively signing off. Thank you all for being here.